think I'm on the right page. It says live now.
Are we going?
No, I don't know. It says live now.
I think that's us. I think we
Is that
pulled it
us?
off.
I can't believe
Well,
it.
I don't, it's kind of amazing. I don't know, for the guy that operates the computer on this thing. Pretty crazy. So yeah, looks like we're live. So hey everybody,
Hey,
Spring Creek Ball of Trades with the favorite son 22.
Yeah,
I love
good
it.
way to do it.
I love it. I love it. Yeah. Oh, that's
oh,
awesome. It's good stuff. So little back feed there. So yeah, if you're out there watching us, let us know where you're at. So we always love to see that comment there.
Yeah.
What do we got this week, Cody? I mean, what have you been doing getting ready for Thanksgiving?
I've not been out turkey hunting, although I see a lot of deer in town, and everybody's wearing their camo. You always know it's deer season around here. Not that ever Missouri is already, that's I think our state color is camouflage, but yeah. In fact, today I went into the post office and somebody parked in town had a nice buck or something hanging off the back of the truck. It's like, wow. But no, I'm still trying to get everything together. We're heading down to Texas for it next week.
Awesome.
I'm still trying to get her in gear and make it happen, but
Get ready to go. Is Bandit excited to get down there in some warm weather and
I
play
can't
around
e-
the
I
backyard?
can't even say Pamela's dog's name is Chocolate.
Okay.
And like all I have to do is say, like, you want to go down to Texas and see Chocolate? And suddenly the eyes and the ears, and he starts looking around like, you mean now? It's like, well, it's going to be about a 14-hour ride, but yeah. So I haven't said it. I haven't said it yet. And then once I say that, I can't leave the room. That he doesn't have to follow me everywhere. Like, well, let Dad get out of your sight because I think he's about to bolt.
Yeah, he's leaving. He's leaving.
I literally can't go to the kitchen where he's not like, I'm just keeping track of you here. Whereas most of the time he, doesn't care. He comes and checks. He comes check see if I'm alive every once in a while, and he's like, he's fine. I'll check back at dinner time and back in. He goes to be lazy all day, but he figures it out. So, what are you guys gonna do for the holiday?
I think the whole group is all over the place, so it's kind of pretty crazy. So a lot of our employees and stuff that they got a lot of family coming in. Family getting first time grandkids coming back for Thanksgiving. So everybody's kind of busy. Jeff and I are what we're doing. Mom and Dad, I should say, are going down to the Collinsville, Illinois show over the weekend. So we're gonna have Thanksgiving Wednesday night next week. That's the plan. And then after that, we're off to in-laws. So
And we're closed, and the store's closed the whole time.
Yeah, the store's gonna be closed over that weekend, just with all everybody's family events.
So Thanksgiving Thursday and Friday, Saturday.
Yeah,
back open on Monday.
Yeah, back open on Monday. Our website will be open, so there'll be some deals out there on through the Model Railroader newsletters that go out. So there's a couple email newsletters that go out for Model Railroaders. So there'll be a special out there for Black Friday and Cyber from us. And if you're going to be in the Collinsville, Illinois area that weekend, be looking up some Wathers email or social media traffic about our booth. So there'll be some specials and special announcements in there for Spring Creek.
That's all.
Show, so.
That's always a good show. That was one because my folks are over in that area. So many a time, Dad and I have hit that after Thanksgiving. But yeah, not this year, unfortunately.
No, that's fine. That's a good show. So we haven't been there for a couple of years now.
Oh wow.
Was it? I don't know. Anyway,
it might be 2 years.
Might be 2, but they haven't been down there, so the booth's going down there to set up. So that'll be fun. Getting ready for that. So we're pretty. Wathers is helping us promote that Small Business Saturday, which is that.
Oh, nice.
Because if you haven't got your new catalog out there, we got some here at the store now, but we're part of the brick and mortar brigade on there. So that was pretty exciting. We want to thank everybody out there that voted for Spring Creek. That does not go unnoticed. That humbles us every time that everybody votes for us, right? And says the nice things they say about our store.
That's very cool.
Never take it for granted, right? So try really hard. So take a look at that. Wathers is supporting us on that, so that's pretty awesome. And And then, sorry, we're going to talk about another event we got going, Tony, on December 9th at
Yeah.
the Bachelor Express here in town. We're supporting our local Chamber of Commerce where they're doing a craft fair in town. It's going to have pancakes, right? There's going to be food. There's going to be our Fair County Fair Board is going to have a cocktail hour or cocktail shelves going on, right? And stuff. So should be a good time down there at the event center. But along with that, we'll have the store will be open, right? And we're going to have in-store only specials going on. So
Oh, wow.
pretty much across the entire store. So definitely, if you're in the area or can make it over here on December 9th, I think when you're into model trains, I think it's going to be worth your effort to come on over and check it out. And
That's a Saturday, correct? Saturday, December 9th. Yeah.
December 9th. So it's a one-day deal, but we got some work going on there. I'll be posting some stuff on a couple of the items that we're getting ready for, for the sale and stuff. And of course, there'll be signs all over the store about different sales. So
Cool.
Jeff's wife doesn't know yet that I've signed her up to do all those flyers for them. So
I'm not gonna get that.
until December 8th at midnight.
Well,
I'll
It might be December 9th at 3 a.m.
mm,
That's her favorite time.
So I was gonna tell her about it on Thanksgiving. Hey, I made a bunch of
well, I don't know that that's the best Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
like,
probably not.
but I'd wait until I at least have my second slice of pumpkin pie before
That's
I
right,
broke
that's
that one of, oh,
Yeah.
by the way.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that's awesome. So yeah, no, I'm pretty excited about that. I don't know. It's exciting that our chamber was putting that together, I mean, there's something to do, right? If you brought your family, there's stuff for your kids and your wife to do, right? Or vice versa, or whatever. I mean, there's just stuff to do here in our little town, and you can check out the model train store while you're here. So that's pretty awesome.
And you were out west last weekend, I think. Is that right? Tell me about
Yeah.
your Albuquerque.
Yeah, went down to Albuquerque. So Nicole, my wife, and I went down to Albuquerque, ran the trade show down there for the rails of the Rio Grande, or rails something of the Rio Grande is what they call the train show there in the Albuquerque area. So my good friends, or our good friends, Chris and Mary, went with us. So we were down there. We actually drove down I-25 to get down there, and we got to catch a couple pictures of some trains there. So this is that horizontal ditching train. You kind of see the excavator out there. So
Yeah.
saw that in the distance. That was kind of cool. They were working on the line. Then we stopped in Santa Fe to get some gas and a break and whatnot before we got into Albuquerque and caught the rail running.
Oh, cool.
Heading south. So I really think that's one of the neatest paint schemes that's out there.
Isn't that really is? I think I got from you guys a handful of years ago that was it True Line Trains first did that MP36
Yeah.
that I picked one of those up from years back. But yeah, that's an awesome train.
Yeah.
It's how far north does it go? It's just New Mexico, right?
Yep. Just Santa Fe to the Bull Inn, New Mexico. So,
Oh, yeah. That'd be awesome if they do the whole Front Range, get up to like Cheyenne and back. Yeah.
There's just not much up there. When you get north of Santa Fe, there's a lot of ranch. So,
oh, that's nice. That's nice.
We caught it. So. Then on our way back, we caught the Amtrak in Raton. So this is the westbound Amtrak in Raton.
Nice ballast hoppers sitting over there.
Yeah, ballast hoppers. Yeah, that was kind of cool. And this is at the trade show. This is one of the youth and model railroading modules. So this was a picture of Abel Canyon before the double track. So that's on the BNSF Transcon. Or one of the young youth and model railroaders took the picture and developed this module from.
Wow.
So that was pretty awesome to see. I worked on the double track design and stuff when I was in engineering. And my old boss actually was part of the youth and model railroading group and was helping a gentleman out. It was super impressive. It looks like what Abel Canyon used to look like. So, that's just outside
what scale is that? Is that HO?
HO.
Huh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Pretty awesome. Something neat to see there. So. They got a really good youth and model railroad group going down there in Albuquerque. I mean, I don't know, I probably saw a dozen, maybe up to 20 different youth running around, right?
Hmm.
Really into the hobby, right? Asking questions and looking for equipment and stuff like that. So,
A good train show too. Lots
yeah,
of fun
yeah.
stuff to see. Yeah.
Oh yeah, there was some good stuff. I got a cool Ferromex custom painted SD40 Kato unit in Inkscape. So it's
Oh
the
wow, cool.
red paint scheme. So
Very neat.
I think it's oh, I wish I could remember his name. I messed it up, but I met Mike Pfeiffer with Pfeiffer Hobby.
Okay, yeah.
His grandson was with us, and I think it's Gavin, is his grandson, that does the custom painting. And I apologize if I've gotten that wrong. I'm horrible at names. But anyway, I got to talk with them quite a while and was able to pick up a custom painted locomotive from them. So it was pretty
Oh, very
awesome.
cool. Nice.
So, had a really good conversation. It was fun to meet Mike for the first time. He does a lot of great YouTube videos. I don't know if you've ever seen any of those.
I know the name, the Pfeiffer Hobby name, but yeah,
Yeah.
now I have to look that up. I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, he does a lot of good videos that I know I've watched over the years just to learn some different things. So
Fun.
yeah, so that was cool. So you got some train watching photos, or you got some
I have not gotten to do any train watching lately. Been too busy, but I've got some new photos here of new products. Is that it? Is it up? Is it working?
Yep. Oh yeah.
There we go. Just some neat stuff to share. These are AccuRail. These are illustrations that AccuRail has out of some new things coming out. And this is their ACF center flow in ADM. I love building. I always end up buying AccuRail kits, and about half the time I build them, half the time I don't. But I'll see them someplace, whether it's your place, wherever. And yeah, and that's a new little, or I still say it's new. It's only been out a year or so. That 2970 in the early Circle Cross BNSF is coming from AccuRail as well.
Those are some of my favorite cars. Those 29.
Those little hoppers like that. And this is that Atlas. I'll go up to it here. That Atlas announces with their 100th anniversary, they're doing these in HO and N. This is that ALP or ALD 45 electric. And then these cars. And I just assumed this was, just a paint scheme they came up with for that. And then did you see, this week that they really are doing I don't know if they're doing passenger cars, but I saw this was posted by Atlas in the last day. It's like, oh, I got to go back and change that now in the magazine where I say it's a fantasy scheme. It's like, that's real. Wow. How cool is that?
That's what I thought. I thought that was cool when I saw that on the feed of Jeff. I got talking about that. That's pretty awesome.
That's very neat. They did that, but these will be limited edition. There's a bunch of other things coming out in this run too for folks into those like Northeastern sets of this stuff, that exo patch or something, and a few other things. But yeah, this is part of Atlas's 100th anniversary, which is next year. Wow, it's amazing, isn't it? And these awesome. I got confirmation on these today or yesterday from Broadway Limited that they're in the mail. These are the new Jeep 35. So you guys gotten those in yet?
Yeah, I got those.
Not yet.
They're on the way. This is the Burlington, which, man, I love that paint scheme. I could so totally model old CB&Q.
Yep.
Oh yeah, have some of the old like black SDs and switchers, and then mostly red power. That'd be an awesome railroad.
Oh, that'd be sweet.
Yeah, and this is it's a Jeep 39E, and I'm amazed. Yeah, this is in the Broadway run, and look at that. It's got the air conditioner units, knocked the one fan out. I think I got another picture of it here too. They're doing a Southern high hood. And then, yeah, there's that one. Isn't that neat? That's about what you'd go find today, puttering around Kansas City or something, is old rebuilt Jeep. But this is in that Jeep 35 run. And I think they're doing both Stealth and Paragon 4 on all of these. This is the first time their HO scale GP 35s will be available. I'm really eager to see them. Like I say, man, that Burlington, especially, that's one of the samples they're sending, and I'm eager to get that on the track and give it a run. But yeah, a bunch of stuff there that I know you guys have those coming in. Brian at Eastern Seaboard Models has got a new run of his. This is 65-foot mill gondolas, and he's run them before with this brake wheel. This one, the Pensy back here with the circle keystone, and then this is new. Is this G3 N and W, and then this is a new. These are both ratchet brake styles, and these ends fold down on them. I think I got a picture showing that, and this ratchet brake is new. And he said he redesigned the coupler pocket, but I forgot to ask what and how it's different, but it's supposed to be a better setup. But these are new from Eastern Seaboard Models. A nice N-scale mill gun. Chris at Intermountain told me he's expecting samples to be in his possession anytime on these HO GP16 rebuilds. You know, this was the Seaboard, but they rebuilt these down in Florida, I think, out of old Jeeps, just as like IC did in Paducah, doing stuff. But Chris was saying that these ought to roll in anytime. A ton of road names on this because these kind of end up a little bit everywhere. But yeah. And this is HO scale and all road accurate, as you can see from the different, like there's a strobe light on that. And look at the railing around the nose. I don't think I've ever seen that before.
That's a new one for me.
Yeah. But this will be a first time on the Jeep 16s and HO from Intermountain. And you know, I remember holding one of these and looking at it at you guys' place on one of my trips, and I think I meant to get it because I don't think I requested or I didn't get samples for the magazine on that first run of these as Procore, pressure flow hopper. I think it's kind of more of a Canadian prototype, but I see they're coming back around again. It's a really odd and interesting looking freight car, but this is a new group that's been announced. I like that red and gray Halliburton. And then these are the new road names. I guess those others, they've had the announcement on them, and then they've kind of re-announced it again that they're going into production, and these will be new looks. I like this Canadian Pacific with the script and that pressure unloading. That's kind of a neat car. And then I need to ask on, I didn't know NS. Again, I thought these were kind of Canadian prototype, but that'd be Union Tank Car, the black one there, and then Norfolk Southern, and with the reflective things. This to me says these all should be new. I think these are legit. Maybe somebody can chime in or say or
let us know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, just because
it's always cool on the NS logo. I think that's
because do you guys ever see these? Like I never see these in Texas or Missouri. No. I don't know these cars. Do you see them in Nebraska at all?
I've never seen one.
Yeah, I've never seen one. So yeah, which it's kind of interesting. New Katy car, had to pull a little Rock Island in here, double door. Yeah. As delivered late 1950s. I think this is new 3 of 60. Double door 50-foot Pullman standard. Rock Island is Katie's new car. And I think last time we talked, you said you had the Christmas cars, but that little red box car, but that they were going quick.
Yeah, they said it looked like they were going quick. So I'm gonna get the Rock Islands heading their way here shortly. So.
Yeah, and then awesome. And then this little piece from Macrail, this was one this is called Scotty. You know, Scott Thornton, I think, designed this. Yeah. And Macrail has picked this up now. But what a neat piece to have, and you can flip it over. As you can see there, shows the arm or whatever that's a derail for, and I don't think you have to build it. I think that's pretty much it. So you'd like paint it like a safety yellow or something, and then they give you these various signs, Circus City printed for them, to do something to go next to it. You don't have, you have to make the sign, but not like that's a big deal. But
that really adds to the realism of the railroad. Really.
Yeah, doesn't it? When you see something like that, because you don't think about it, but it's there. And then, on a regular railroad at a turnout or something, you don't have it. But yeah, but that's some of the new stuff that kind of been rolling around and looking at, and that kind of so much new stuff. Just
it's been crazy. So we finished getting in the new Wathers. What did we get yesterday? We got Wathers GP9 road numbers.
Yeah. And then, these are all mainline, so the newest run of the open auto racks.
Yeah. Oh, nice. Yeah.
And then The new cars would be their bulkhead flat car in the mainline series, and then also that Trincool Reefer.
Oh, yeah. With the
So,
BNSF, right?
they're-
And the UP.
Well, UP primarily,
Yeah.
but
Got the
yeah,
icicles across the top on a couple.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
PSS
yeah.
and some Trinities and some what is that? City Ford
Yeah.
cars. So they're
Nice.
super nice.
There's
They did
pretty,
a good job.
yeah, there's some pretty cool GP9s in that logos too that came out, right? The US Army, I always think those are neat with the red.
Yeah.
Oh, the red
Yellow
with the
stripe.
yeah. I saw those around Colorado Springs one time when I was a little kid. That
Right.
yeah.
Right there for Fort Carson and stuff.
Yeah.
Those are awesome. And then what was that leasing one?
Well, it's just a black and yellow, kind of similar to the Prairie Lines Jeep 16. In its paint scheme, but it's just blank. It's for industrial use.
Yeah.
So
Oh no, that's
Yeah,
sweet.
great.
basically,
create your own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that was
And
cool.
Yeah,
And
the
we got Tangent, the new,
yeah. We just got
the 4427s. Yeah.
yeah, those showed up. Those are awesome. That
I love that red Katie that he
Oh,
did in
yeah.
that bunch. Isn't
That
that
was
a
the
nice
coolest
car?
one.
Yeah.
And the patch jobs are going fast. So I think the one
the
one
Katy
that's
patch
almost
is gone.
it was gone at Tangent, or I think Argyle.
Wow.
It showed up. So
Nice.
it's
That's
cool though. What was the big one? Santa Fe and C&W, right? C&W Glory.
I was like,
Yeah. And then the Santa
I do the
Fe
Santa
has
Fe
the logo.
brand.
So we're the two big numbers.
that Santa Fe, that 66 as delivered because it's got the mineral red matching
Yep.
trucks and everything. That's a sweet looking car. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a nice that 4427, and I can't remember if it's the high hip or the low hip.
it's the high.
High hip, yeah, because there's a handful of those between Walthers and Exact Rail that's tooled them, but yeah, I forget which version. The high hip is the tangent one. Yeah, but very sweet.
Hoping he'll do the Montana Rail. They had a bunch of those to begin with.
Oh, really? The high hip?
The
Really?
high hip.
Yeah, that's cool.
This,
That's
yeah,
interesting.
And,
Yeah,
and
right
it's sitting right behind Tony.
yeah, behind me. This is I am working on it for February's model road news. That's an Atlas O Premier, and it says I think it just says PS2 CD, and the markings say 4427. But I was trying to decide if it really was 4427 or not. But yeah, it's a Montana Rail Link I'm working on. But
Why
and I
did
don't.
they paint them white? Why?
Well, they switched them to ground gray because they went away from grain service to fertilizer service.
Oh,
Oh,
So then it didn't show the mess.
that's bad with the gray
Yeah,
instead of the blue.
so gray is fertilizer or not fertilizer? It's
fertilizer.
fertilizer. Oh, okay.
Because it's a powder or talc service even. I
Huh.
think I might have done a little bit with that for a bit.
Hmm.
Not terribly sure on why, but I know it had to do with spillage.
Hmm.
Because it was a whitish material. It would just show horribly on the cars and they didn't,
Yeah.
you know, you like the stuff looking good. So
Oh, that's awesome.
And what are the new? You mentioned those mainline auto racks. Are those bi-levels? Do you remember? Because I think they just announced tri-levels.
there was I think it was tries.
Okay.
I gotta remember.
It was, I know Rio Grande was a try. Great
Oh,
was a try.
I'll check that out. Yeah, I don't know if I've seen those yet. I was just writing up I think this month's announcements had tri-levels for mainline racks. They had like Southern, Boston and Maine, Milwaukee Road.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a new announcement.
That's a new one, but yeah, I didn't realize there's a group that just landed on those. That's a nicely priced car. I really like those are they tri-levels? I really like those Walthers mainline freight cars because I think they're a tremendous value. You know, they look good. They're not crazy on detail, but they're also not crazy on price. Metal wheels, metal couplers. I mean, those all seem to be just an all around good, solid car.
They're a solid car. I think you describe it the best right there with that one word.
Yeah.
It's a solid operating car that you're gonna have fun with and be able to operate your layout, right? Or your module or whatever you're doing. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's
And
gonna look good, right? Just I mean, you know what it's hauling by the way it looks, right? It's a guy, so I think that's cool. So,
And yeah, and the paint and lettering is tremendous on those. I know that's, and again, at the price point of being kind of in that, mid to upper 20s or so. I know I've bought those before, walking up and down the aisles at y'all's place. Think about that green Burlington plug door with that tan horizontal bar and the Burlington Herald. And again, you kind of just catch those will catch your eye, and then you see the price, like, yeah, I'll take that. Yeah.
Yeah, right. That's
Yeah.
yeah. I was kind of we were pricing last night to try to get them ready. They're taking them out to Zeno, Ohio for the trade fair this weekend. So it's like double check the price. It's like, man, is that really what we're selling it for? I was like, yep. It's awesome. So, yeah, it was good stuff.
So Xena, Ohio, what your folks are out there?
Yep,
Yep.
they left this morning. So that's kind of between Dayton and Cincinnati. So we got a lot of good customers out in that area. And, you know, it's a couple hours from Indianapolis also. So just thought it'd be a good show. First time to this show. So first time to this area with HOs. We go to Columbus every year with NSCAR. So this has got the big setup.
Yep.
And then they're in
We're all praying for
Collinsville.
mom and dad for an easy setup tomorrow. So I hope it goes good for them.
And then they're back on the road again after Thanksgiving for Collinsville in the St. Louis area. And we've said this before on the show. We got to remind folks that if you have something special that you want and you're not sure that they'll have it, you can always call and say, hey, like those tangent cars, can you get me this, and this? And can I pick them up at the call? And I've done that where I've gotten stuff from your folks in Kansas City or St. Louis, and they'll bring it along. So you can do special orders and have them at you guys' booth.
Yeah, we do that all the time. Yep, we'll haul that around, and we got what we call it just the layaway box that sits under your table. So just let us know, hit up Linda and Riley about it. We'll get it ready to go, and we'll have it on the way, right? I mean,
Yeah.
kind of got a good process. Well, we try. I mean, I know we make mistakes on it, but I feel like we make it happen. So, that delivered most of the time. So
Who knows?
we
Try.
we get it going.
I
But
had
that's fun.
You
It's fun
can't
to
send
see
the
guys.
brothers though, because we just lose them. We're good at that.
We were struggling getting notes back home from trains. That tore at my. Anyway, I feel bad for messing stuff up.
I had somebody I posted for telling folks about the show, and I had somebody thanking you for some F units or something that they found or picked up in Albuquerque. So
Yeah,
that's always cool.
Yeah, that was pretty fun. Those some Milwaukee F units after Genesis.
Oh yeah.
Up and I saw him later that day. He had them all programmed, and he was running them on the youth and model railroading's layout. So it was pretty awesome. He came over and talked to me Sunday morning about it. Or Sunday. It's either him and his dad came over Sunday and we're talking to him. So.
That's one of the best things about a train show that y'all are at is, of course, I'm always digging around looking for old stuff or odd things, but then there's always new stuff that, I didn't get that road name in the samples I got for the magazine, or I want to get another one of these or whatever. And so, that it's almost like a little mini store, the way you set up with the thing that you go around in. And I mean, you guys are tremendous for being at a train show and being able to catch those. Well, I think this is out. I hope somebody has it. It's like, well, go to Spring Creek. They probably got it. Yeah.
Yep. Mom and dad have come up with a great, basically, I think of it as our standard booth. Right? And Jeff and I, when we're out and about, we try to match what they've done. Get that all set up. So it's pretty cool. So
yeah,
it takes a lot of effort, but it looks good. And, there's always ideas to improve it. But I think the base standard of it all is really good. It's fun to shop, in my opinion. If we get it set up well, I think it makes it fun to shop. Sometimes we don't get it set up very well, and we probably make people's lives a little bit. That's not the goal. So. It probably depends on how tired we are from whatever road trip we're getting off of. So.
Indeed.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's awesome. So doing that, and I don't know what else we got going. We got December 9th, right? We talked about that with Deshler Express, and then mom and dad will be in Longmont, Colorado, right?
Yep. First, second weekend of December.
The 8th, 9th, and 10th. So it's a 3-day show.
In December, or when is that? Oh,
December. Yeah.
So you're gonna have this whole Christmas thing on December 9th, and you're sending them to Longmont that same weekend? Oh
Yeah.
man.
Yeah,
Well,
all their friends
we're-
out there are like, "Hey, Dave and Deb, you guys need to come back out, and I want to see you." Right? So then they're leaving Jeff and I here to run the December 9th deals. Well, Jeff's gotten just roped into it all. It was,
I got voluntold.
I said, "Hey, we're doing this, Jeff. You're going to work December 9th with me." So,
Who's got to dress up as Santa Claus?
let's there's a Santa in town already.
Oh,
So,
okay, so you got that covered. All
yeah,
right.
we got Santa. We even got reindeers.
We forgot one of the most important things about the thing.
Oh,
We're gonna have an in-store scenery demonstration.
oh yeah.
Oh,
One
By
of
our
our,
own, yeah, Mike.
by our own Mike Ellsbury. He's modeler from the Fairbury area, and he's really good at scenery work. So
Yeah,
and
so
is
he's gonna,
can
we're
can you
setting up.
participate? Is that a participate? Like you get
Yep.
to
Oh,
you
yeah.
watch, or you actually get to work and do it
Both.
with him? Oh,
Both.
nice.
Well, it's all depending on how much you want to get involved.
So it's gonna be kind of like a workshop kind of deal. So
Okay,
it'll
cool.
we got, well, we have some old home layout pieces in the basement of the store that we cut up and we cut in half, make it easier to move. And so we got two of those kind of set up, ready to go that Mike can, work with people on, and we'll do that 2 times during the day. So I
Oh,
think
cool.
we're shooting for like 10:30 and then 1 o'clock.
Oh, nice.
We kind of do that. We'll see what happens, right? So there'll be track on them and everything. Hopefully he gets to the point where he can ballast some of them with people and see what happens. So,
Yeah, it's ask. He's nothing's certainly planned. I mean, he's got a plan, but if you prefer to, hey, I want to learn how to ballast,
yep.
they'll
get
go to
into
that.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah.
So
He's built some cool dioramas that we have in some of the display cases right now. So that's been fun. He's working on one that we're gonna
it'll be
travel in one with some of the Yelton details. So we're adding some of that diorama that Yelton provided to us. So we're just keeping that going. So
Very
Mike's
cool.
helping us out on a lot of that stuff. So he's super excited. It was his idea. He threw it out, and
We
the
said,
four
yes.
Zuckers all kind of looked at each other. It's like, can we do this? And then I'm like, yes, let's do this. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Right?
Exactly.
That's very cool. Very cool. Well,
Anyway.
before we run off, have you guys
All right.
gotten to do any model railroading work? Are you working on your own railroads any, or equipment, or anything?
I am working on it. I have Mike's pointing at me. I'm the idea guy. This is what I want.
Yeah,
And he's the guy with the knowledge on how to draw it in CAD. So
Oh,
we're drawing and
we're designing my basement empire in a CAD system right now. At first he said, this is going to be really fun. It's a mountain railroad. I want to do this. And then about halfway through, he goes, I don't want to do mountain railroad.
No.
Good enough.
I didn't realize how much of an engineer brain I have. It's like, I want straight lines. I want to go from here to there.
yeah.
It's
I like
coming out really, really nice. We've done, I think we're on the 4th or 5th kind of rendition of the idea,
Probably
but
more than that.
as a whole, but it's going to be a prototype freelance of the Montana Railroad. So my railroad will be the flavor of the Montana Railroad, but it's going to be fictitious as far as the scenery goes.
Oh,
Towns and everything.
Towns and everything, because I like a lot of industries, and while there is a lot of industries in Montana, they are spread out.
Oh.
And I kind of condensed them all into the fictitious city.
but you're gonna do Montana Rail Link is the railroad. It's not gonna be a freelance railroad. You're just gonna make
No,
some.
it'll be
okay, cool.
The freelance
Yeah.
part is just the
Location.
location.
Yeah.
Route and all that stuff.
Nice.
The inspiration, of course, for that would be John Parker's Fall River division of the BNSF. It's a made up part of the BNSF. But I thought, you know what? I like that idea. Then I'm not trying to replicate something that maybe it's too big to try to do. Kind of like Mullen Pass could be. I don't have as big a space to make that pass work. So
Oh,
We
very
are
neat.
doing helpers now.
Yeah, we are gonna have a helper grade, an active helper grade on it.
So we watch a lot of those videos out. I know what's the NS modeler
Yeah,
24, right? He does helper grades. There's the UNICEF Mariah's Pass guy.
Yep.
I can't think of his handle, but he does helper grade.
Yep.
Of course, John Parker. They had a layout in Omaha that we went to, Steve. Montana, Colorado, and Southern, and so a lot of inspiration that just been watching and thinking about. Of course, MRL's Helper District, so that's kind of new for us and figuring that out. But it's
Very
pretty
cool.
cool. Pretty.
yeah.
So we
And
got to
we
do
get-
some tests. I keep after him. We got to get some grades built so that we can do some test trains.
And see,
How well they're actually going to handle, or maybe we can go steeper, which would help on a duck under. So,
Yeah.
So I don't know. We've been over the layout plan several times. We just can't see a way to get rid of the duck under. So the higher we can make it, the better. So
the better. Yeah.
that's what
Especially as we keep getting older.
I know. Totally get
That's so true. And it might be swing bridges. I don't know.
it. Yeah, we'll figure
see
something.
how it goes.
Yeah.
I've seen all kinds of things for getting in and out of the layouts.
Yep. Yeah, there's all kinds of ways. We'll make it work. So it'll be awesome though. He's got a really nice room. We'll get this plan done. We'll definitely share the plan. We'll have to show it to you sometime, Tony. Maybe we can do it
Yeah,
even
we'll
on
share it
here.
on one of these.
So,
I think everybody would like to
Yeah, very much
see
so.
the craziness.
yeah,
anyway.
here it is. See what
Uh-huh.
Anyway.
And I know I've started arranging things in the basement space, and I started tearing apart the old layout. I moved from Lincoln 6 years ago, and my wife goes, "Well, I don't like this," and I'm like, "What? What am I doing? I mean, this is the plan." She goes, "Yes, it is the plan, but this just means I'm never going to see you." Well, so you know where I am. Come down and visit.
Cat's down. Don't tell me to come back up.
Don't tell me to come up there.
Oh,
Yeah.
awesome.
Anyway,
Yeah.
next time you're in town, Tony, hit us up. We'll
I have to take a look. Have to take a look. Yeah, definitely. So we got Xena, Ohio this weekend, that train show, Collinsville after Thanksgiving, and then December 9th is your big day there in Deschler at the store.
Yep.
And then your folks are at that show in Longmont. They have a show in Longmont across that weekend too. So lots of
And of
stuff.
course-
Keep up with it on Facebook. I know you guys post, and I share those across on my other social media stuff of where the shows are. So awesome.
Yeah, we'll
awesome.
do that, and obviously know we ship all the time, so just Glenda and Riley, kind of your personal shoppers here, just give us a call, we'll tell you what we got, right? And go find it if we can find it in the store, or we'll, if we have to go to the basement, we'll find it in the basement and bring it back up, so.
I have been speaking of the go find it stuff, whenever I'm there, I've been buying the old like LBF
Yep.
and ENC,
Yep.
Huberts. I've been collecting all that stuff, try to get one of everything because they made so many different things between all those companies. And I've been sorting and doing stuff. And I find little groups like, oh yeah, there'll be like a half dozen cars. Like, yeah, I bought those at this. I think there's some all put together like Trinity Hopper that I think I've now stacked like 3 of them on the shelf. So obviously I like that car and I keep picking it up when I'm there. It's like, wow, okay. But I'm organizing it. But yeah, I keep finding it. Here's another group of the stuff I got at Spring Creek. Let me get it over here with the rest of those. And it's like, oh, okay, wow, I'm stacking them up now. So yeah. But fun.
For sure. No, that's awesome. That's so awesome.
Fun stuff. Well, you guys have a great Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Yes, Tony, you
It's
too.
great.
And
Have a good trip down to Texas. So.
I'll take some pictures and all that stuff, and we'll circle back around. It'll be about a week before Christmas
I know.
Yeah.
for our next show. I
Yeah.
can't believe it.
It'd be awesome.
This year is just
Yeah.
it's been a high speed rail year. Well, thanks a lot for having me on today and visiting. And
Well,
Thanks for joining us.
this is awesome. It's a good time. So appreciate everybody watching. So we'll see you next time. So
See you, everybody.
thanks everybody.